So he misses the payments and then I have to cover them. So he's just adding more to this total he owes me. And because I am an actions person, not a words person. I need you to do to make me feel loved.
If you're looking at those actions as signs of love, and you're exactly landing on where Clinton has trouble, how's that going to work?
It wasn't always like this. That's.
Please answer her question. Please.
Hold on a second. What are you upset about?
He's starting to have a meltdown.
So take your time.
I've got beef with Dr. Orna. I think she often makes way too many allowances for men in her sessions at the expense of women. So let's talk about what Maeve has done to Shay at this point. Maeve has had her debt paid off by Shay, then racked up the credit cards again. Maeve stole from Shay by buying a 60-inch screen TV and a $180 video game on Shay's card without asking. That is theft. Also is cheating on Shay. Here specifically, Maeve is not paying off her bills, and Shay is having to cover them. And Shay is saying, I don't just accept like words, I see actions. Maeve is clearly showing through her actions her lack of care for Shay. And Orna is saying, well, if you're measuring her love for you off of things that are hard for her, how's that gonna work? Maeve stole from her. Maeve cheated on her. This isn't an issue in how Shay is measuring Maeve's love. This is Maeve taking deliberate direct action against Shay. That harms Shay. Trying to convince Shay that this is an issue with how she perceives Maeve's love, and even hinting maybe that it's kind of ableist, I think. Like, this is hard for Maeve, is absurd. And then Shay tries to tell her, like, hey, it wasn't always like this. And Maeve interrupts, answer the question, and is allowed to derail the session that way. These meltdowns lasted allegedly for hours sometimes. Of course, Maeve wants to stay on the line of questioning that is more so, well, should you really expect that of Maeve? Rather than addressing, hey, Maeve didn't always do this. This is a new development. But Maeve is allowed to sidetrack the conversation over and over and over. Let me show you another clip of Orna not addressing kind of alarming behavior.
And I would have been ready to drop it after, because I just wanted to just get that out.
Except he got aggravated because I wasn't agreeing with him and swatted a box halfway across the room at me.
I didn't swat the box. Well, yeah, I did, but I didn't swat the box at you on purpose. I'm stimming
So
and I'm re-regulating myself. And I'm like, swinging my hands.
Question. Do you know how to pick your battles?
Like, sometimes I see what she's saying. I hear how she's feeling. Here's another alternative.
But then if you offer something and she says, I don't want that.
I mean, it's the way she says it. If she said it like, hey.
If she said it nicely?
Yeah, because like she gets really angry.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I didn't do anything wrong. I was just trying to help.
We completely breeze past the fact that Maeve threw a box at her. And like, Maeve says, I didn't do that. Well, okay, yeah, I did, but I was stimming. And maybe Maeve was, I don't know. But it's not acceptable to be hurling objects at your partner. Your partner should feel safe in your presence. And the fact that Orna does not address it. And then, this had me gagged in more ways than one. When Maeve tries to be like, well, she could say it nicely. Are you kidding me? You are cheating. You are stealing. You are unintentionally or intentionally throwing objects. You lash out anytime Shay tries to express herself. And Shay's just supposed to take a lot of this behavior because you're saying it's out of your control. And yet Shay is supposed to have such intense emotional control over herself that when you harm her or do things that are harmful to her, she needs to make sure she says it nicer to you. And Orna suggests that. She's like, should she say it nicer? What are we talking about here? Because if Maeve is so out of control that she cannot control the harm she is doing, at that point, she shouldn't have access to Shay. You're not ready to have a partner then. The answer cannot be this is all out of Maeve's control, so Shay just has to take it and make sure she's nicer. I feel like Shay is so gaslit in these sessions. Let me know if you want more examples of Orna doing this because there's a lot. But I think in the attempts to support Maeve and her diagnosis, she completely casts aside Shay's very reasonable, realistic, and honestly, completely justified issues. You can see the frustration on Shay's face as she is further silenced by Dr. Orna. And while I understand in order for therapy to work, both people have to be in a place that they can hear and understand what's being said to them. So if Maeve's having a meltdown, obviously, it's not going to be a good session. But at the same time, I don't feel like that same support was given to Shay. Oh,